Hi, welcome to Excel training with Yogini Bhatt. Today we are going to do some different topic, and this topic is something called as dynamic data. Now, what do you mean by dynamic data and how do you achieve this? First important thing, the data which we are storing in Excel, we are basically using it for three major purposes. First, we are using the data in some or the other graph. Second, we are using the data in some or the other formula or functions. Third, we are using it in report, and the reporting tool in Excel is known as the pivot. But now what happens when my data is something which is being changing? Means what? After July, I will have data for August. After the stock item, that is after shirts, I will have more and more items added in my data. So my data is something which is expanding in rows as well as columns. Ideally in columns it should not expand, but still if it is, let's see how to achieve this. Now this is achieved by making the data dynamic. Means what? As your data is added or deleted, okay, things created from that data will automatically update. So your graphs will update, your formulas will update, and also your reports will update. This is achieved by something which is known as table. Now where is this option available? If I click on home, in home we have this option which says format as table. Now if you minutely observe, I have kept the cursor inside the data. The advantage of keeping the cursor inside the data is this, that Excel knows that this is the data I need to work on. Okay, but if I keep it here, then I'm not giving an exact message to Excel as to which kind of data it should work on. Since I'm keeping it here, Excel knows this is the data I need to work on. Now let's talk about shortcut. Control plus T is the shortcut for table. So either I go here and I choose a table, home and format as table, or I just keep my cursor inside and I do Control T. The moment you do Control T, this window will open. Okay, so it says there is the data. It has automatically selected the data. My table has headers. Headers means column heading. Now we will see the significance of headings later. So first, once this is done, I click on OK, that is enter. So this creates a beautiful formatting for my data. I get automatic filters for my data. Okay, then we get the table tools over here. So you will see something called as table tools, which talks about design. Okay, now first I'm going to show you something now, which is very important. So here there is something called as slicer. So if I click on slicer and if I click on the stock item and OK, this is inserted. This is my slicer. Okay, I'm just going to zoom out a bit for you guys to understand. Now what is this slicer? This is slicer is nothing but I'm just increasing the number of columns and I'm decreasing the height. Now this slicer is nothing but it is a visual filter. See, whatever I click, accordingly my data gets filtered. Okay, and if I want to remove the filter, this is it. So this was about slicer. Now let us come back to table. I will get this table tool over here in design, and then first important feature is table name. Now my Excel sheet can have more than one table. How do I know which table I am using in calculation? For that, what I am doing is I am giving a recognition to my table, and I am giving a recognition to my table by giving it a name. I am just giving it a name like sales. Whatever name you want to give, you can give. Just make sure you are not using any special characters or numbers in it. So enter. Now let's see the significance of this. Now in case I want to do calculations using the table, I can do that. So equal to SU tab table name. See, it has come in the drop down list. Tab Now to get the column, I will use opening square bracket and I choose. Now if they are non-continuous column, then I will do it like this. Okay, so you can see Feb and May is there. But if they are continuous column, then I will do it like this. Sales, Jan, colon, colon, opening square bracket, opening square bracket, March. This will choose the range. Okay, so you can do it on single column, you can do it on continuous column, you can do it on non-continuous column. This becomes very easy. You don't need to select the data again and again. I'm sorry, there's some problem over here. Oh, okay. I did not use a sum function, so I need to use a sum function. Okay, so if I do this, so you can do calculation using just the table name and the column name. So this is the first advantage of table. Okay, now second advantage of table. Now I'm putting a graph. To put a graph, I keep my cursor inside, I go to insert, and then I have lot many graphs. If you are using Excel 2013 and above, you also have an option of recommended graphs. Okay, so if I click on recommended graphs, it will give me a recommendation what graph can I insert. So I click whatever graph I want, I can insert. Now I'm going to tell you the shortcut. Shortcut for inserting default graph, Alt F1, and the shortcut for inserting this is graph or chart. So I keep my cursor inside and I do Alt F1. My graph is being inserted. Can you see? I'm just going to resize it and I'm going to move it over here. Now the third component which I'm going to do is the pivot. See, chart is for graphically presenting the data, formulas is for analysis, fact finding, etc. For reporting we use pivot, so I keep my cursor inside the data. In insert, now as I already told you in the first session, Alt key activates all the shortcuts. N for insert, V for pivot. My data is selected, enter. Now I am just going to tick. We are going to cover a topic on pivot, so you need not worry as to what should happen and what data should go where. You are going to have an understanding of this, so don't worry at all. Currently we are just creating a pivot. Now we have created a chart, we have created a formula, and we have also created a report. Shortcut for pivot will be Alt plus N plus V. This will give you an option for pivot. Okay, now I'm just going to move it over here. Sorry. Okay, I'm just going to move this down so we will understand how things are working. Now see, now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to keep this graph here and I'm just going to make it a little bit big for you guys to understand. Now after July, I'm going to add the data for August. The moment I add the data for August, you will see it gets added in my graph. Similarly, if I want to add a data like this, I can do that. The moment I keep on adding, you will see it gets added in my formula as well as my graph. But then what happens when we come to pivot? So let's see that. Pivot, it will not update directly. What we need to do is either we can right click inside the pivot and press the refresh. The moment I press refresh, you will also see this August is being added. Or you can go to pivot table tools, analyze, and we have this option of refresh. Okay. So this is the use of table. Table helps you make your data dynamic. Whatever you create from table will automatically update. One more use I'm going to tell you of table. Now for example, I add a formula over here. So equal to the shortcut for summing. I don't think I've told you this. Alt plus equal to is the shortcut for auto sum. So I keep my cursor inside and alt equal to has selected. The moment I press enter, the formula applies to the entire column. Generally, if we apply a formula here and then we drag it down, but with table you don't need to do this. Okay, if you apply a formula here, it will apply to the entire column. Similarly, if you want to do the calculation for row, in table tool design you will get this option known as total row, and then I will get this drop down which will enable me to choose which function I want to apply to this particular column. So I can choose any function, then I can drag it to fill the other functions. Now I feel that I don't want some, I want some other function, I can go ahead and change that. These are some of the advantages of table. One more, if I want to add a row, I simply take my cursor here and press tab, my row is added. So table format helps you make your data dynamic. Whatever you create from table will update. So your formulas will update, charts will update, your pivots will update. It will give you automatic filter. Formula will be autofilled. You can directly do calculation using table name and column name. So these are some of the essential advantages uh, of table. Whenever you are doing reporting and if you want those reports to be dynamic, then obviously you need to convert your data into table format. I hope you found this useful. Thank you very much.